Okay, let's begin the weekly tarot card reading for each of the zodiac signs. And I'm going to directly jump into the signs, and we're going to start off with Aries. See what we have going on for you, Aries, for this week. Okay, Aries, this week I feel this is going to be an emotional week for you. And I'm going to see if I can put it into words how I see this week panning out for you. There's something missing in your emotional capacity that you're trying to search for. There may be a feeling of lack of, or a feeling that there's something missing in your life, and it could be in regards to relationships or what you do in the world for work, career. And you're trying to search out what that is for you and how to clarify it. Clarify that piece of you that may have sadness, that may feel loss, that may feel a bit of hopelessness. How do you rectify that? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to keep? What is it that you need to do in your life to have the success and the happiness and the desire and everything that your heart desires? I feel this is possible for you, Aries, but I also feel that in this case here, it is all about you doing the soul searching that you need to do in order to find that. And I feel that with the Chariot here at the end tells me that you are going to find your way, but you have to do some deep work to get there. It is a matter of tapping into your soul guides, your solar plexus. I feel for you, Aries, that I think it's best for you to find some alone time to work this out emotionally. If you need to step away and feel the sadness on your own, it's a very personal journey this week, Aries, for you, and really personal. I feel that it's connecting with this raw place in you emotionally in order to release it, and be able to walk forward with the success that you want, and finding out that it's all about healing for you this week. You need to heal whatever is burdened in you emotionally. So that's what I feel for you this week, Aries. Pretty heavy. I apologize for that. I got a heavy reading right there to start off the week. So let's go into Taurus. See what we have going on for you, Taurus, for this week. All right, Taurus. Okay, for you, Taurus, this is a nice start of the week for you. I feel like, in contrast to Aries, there is something about a new way of communication, a new love that could be showing up for you. There is a feeling of love coming from you, Taurus. I feel like there's something happening with you where you're running on all cylinders, if that makes sense. The words that you are saying, the thoughts that you are having, they're all in alignment with your emotions. And having this alignment with you, Taurus, is helping you to help others. It is helping you to reach out to people possibly that may need your support. I feel like you could be very supportive this week, Taurus. I feel like if somebody comes to you with any problems or any issues, you'll know what to say to them, and you'll be very comforting to them this week. So it's all about you comforting others, but there's also a way that you could be also comforted by the other person. So even though you are there to help them, in response, they may be helping you in some way that you didn't expect. That's what I'm feeling this week for you, Taurus. I feel like it's a new beginning in a relationship, possibly. It could be an existing relationship that has a new beginning, a supportive feeling. I'm really getting supportiveness in communication and thoughts, sharing ideas. I'm feeling supportiveness in emotion here. I am feeling like there is help on the way if you don't feel it at this moment. I need to say that to you in case someone out there needs those words. There is help on the way. So wonderful reading for you this week, dear Taurus. Okay, now we're going to move on to Gemini. Let's see what we have going on for you, Gemini, for this week. Okay, for you, Gemini, this week is all about, I feel, family connection here for you, Gemini, this week. I feel like family is around you this week and you are sharing thoughts with them, you're communicating with them. You might have been connecting with family, maybe that you haven't seen in a while, or gathering with family, because I'm feeling gathering with family this week for you, dear Gemini. I feel that you might have been possibly away from your family for some length of time and you're connecting with them this week. You are in communication, but I also feel like they're around you. So I don't know if there's an occasion, Gemini, that you'll see them this week. They're gathering around you. They are filling you with hopefulness this week. But there's something else that's coming up for me, Gemini. And again, this may not apply to everyone, but there is something here about creating together. There is an idea that may come about from this group gathering of you and your family where you're sharing ideas and something comes out of it. So I'm not sure what this is, but I feel this collective excitement to create something, whether it's an idea for a business or an idea for something you're going to be all involved in. And it could be a million things, so I could just go through the line, but I don't have a picture on exactly what that is because this is a general reading, so I don't like to go into much detail, but I feel like there is something that you all want to contribute together, and I feel like it is positive, but it's like enlightening. This gathering, it's going to be unexpected. You're going to be talking together and, you start a conversation and one thing leads to another, and then poof, there is excitement around some idea maybe that you've thought of individually, and being in the group will help you manifest this. Now this, I'm just picking up now that this idea may be for you. So maybe your family is helping you flesh through your idea of what you want to do. It may be for a business, because I'm feeling like it's an enterprise business. It's something to do with your career or something you want to do in the world. And your family may be helping you flesh out this idea for you to really make it realistic. Maybe you're missing a few pieces, but all in all, for general, it's all about you being with your family, them supporting you, and sharing your ideas with each other. So that's great for you, dear Gemini. All right, so now we're going to move on to Cancer. Let's see what we have going on for you, dear Cancer. Yep, this card wants to come up. Okay, dear Cancer, this is amazing. First of all, you got 3 major arcanas here, so that is wonderful. It tells me it's going to be a very dynamic week for you, Cancer. I feel like for you, this is going to be a week where you have all the balance, I guess it's balance I want to say, in how you approach things this week. And you're going to have guidance, you're going to have balance, you're going to have the strength you need to get through anything. So if you are trying to get through something this week, You will be able to do it because you're not going to be so concerned about when is this going to happen. You are going to have the patience this week. You are going to understand what you need to do to make something happen, and you will know that you are guided. And it's amazing because you're going to see signs this week, Cancer, that tells you that you're on the right path. I'm really feeling that. So I keep hearing, look out your window. I don't know what you will see when you will look out your window. You may see a bird, you may see something that inspires you and is almost like a sign from the universe that says you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing, you're firing on all cylinders, because I keep feeling that as well. You've got that balance. It's like a balance of energies that you need. So you know when to pull back, you know when to go forward. It's almost like you have a sixth sense this week in order to make things happen for you. So that's wonderful for you, dear Cancer. Enjoy it for sure. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Leo. And what do we have going on for you, Leo, this week? And that card. Okay, dear Leo. Interesting week for you, Leo. I feel a lot of energy in trying to make something happen with resistance. There may be resistance from you, or you're trying too hard. That's what I keep feeling. There's a trying too hard this week feeling for you, dear Leo. There's something that you want to change in your life, and in order to make that change, you're trying everything in your power or thinking about ways to make this happen or manifest in your life. And I have to say to you that the guidance here is telling me that you don't have to try so hard. Whether you know it or not, the answer is right under your nose. You have all the things that you need in your life at this moment to make this happen, or to make this transformation, or to change something in your life. Because I feel like you're trying to make a change and you're struggling, and I feel like the struggle for you is a mental struggle. You may be up at night thinking about how you're going to make this happen, and how am I going to do this, and how am I going to do that, because I can feel that energy for you, Leo, of how am I going to do it, what am I going to say, how am I going to make this happen. And the guidance here is saying it's almost like you have to let that go, and the transformation will be almost automatic. Like it will happen when it's the right time. And that's a really hard thing to say almost, because every one of us is trying to control our life's path, and time for us is very real. Even though divine timing seems like it could be any time, it goes on forever. But in our day-to-day world, we live by the clock, we live by the years, we live by the months, we have a schedule, there's seasons, and we're trying to fit everything in our life into a specific box. But you have to I'm telling you to just take a breath and focus on something that feels of ease. If you focus on something that feels of ease, Leo, you will see the signs and realize that, oh, I knew that all along. I had that all along. It's like sometimes we get a mental block because we're trying so hard to figure it out mentally, that if we just step back and just go do something fun, go out with your friends, just enjoy yourself, whatever that is. Go out with your partner, do something that makes you feel good, whatever that is for you, and just let it go, and then it's gonna come fresh to you. It's like that creative process that happens when you just step away from your mind for a moment, and the creativity will flow. It's like why you get information coming to you in dreams or while you're in the shower. It's because these ideas need time to manifest, but they can't manifest always from a mental capacity. It's almost like it's the opposite. It comes from your solar plexus up to your mind, and that's how we get the great ideas. So just try to step away if you are trying to make some changes in your life, and you will see it magically appear. So now we're going to move on to Virgo, and let's see what we have going on for you, Virgo, this week. So Virgo, for you this week, it is all about you trying to find the direction in life that will feel more at ease with your soul and the path that you want to move forward in. There's something, I feel this irritation from you, Virgo, where there is some blockage from you of not understanding the proper path, or maybe looking too much in your past, and you're letting some of those issues that you've had in your past, whether they're insecurities or experiences that you've had, you're letting those experiences block you from moving forward in your future. I don't want to say it's giving up, but it almost feels like there could be some feeling like, why even bother? Why even bother? I'm just not sure about this, because that's what I feel is the watch out for you this week, Virgo. But you are going to get signs and symbols that tell you to keep going, and it's going to help encourage you that there is a smoother path. And it may be during conversation with someone, it may be when you're listening to someone, because I feel like you could be listening to a podcast or maybe a video. There's something that you're going to hear somebody say something that's going to trigger you to realize that, oh, yes, keep me on the right path. Thank you for saying that. And you're going to get it, but you're going to get it on a intuitive level. And that's wonderful, because I love to hear that from my guides here that say that you will get intuitive messages, because I really, really want people to know that all the answers reside with them. And no matter what it is that you're going through, you have the answers. And you are going to move forward. I feel that. And you are going to, you are going to find your way. And you're going to be ready to make that impression on the world that you want. And you're going to see signs and symbols that say, yes, you are on the right path, and keep moving forward. So super positive for you, dear Virgo. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Libra. And let's see what we have going on for you, Libra, for this week. Okay, for you, Libra, there is a feeling this week of celebration and dreaminess. I just am getting this dreamy sense from you that you are in your own world this week, and you're feeling wonderful. I feel almost like you're skipping around, like a kid, just loving everything that you encounter, loving everything that you see. But the watch out here is that you have to pay attention to your environment, because somebody might be either saying something about you, or someone doesn't have your interest, your best interest in this week. But I feel that's a watch out, because I feel like you're in this dreamy state this week, Libra, and that could be a problem in you seeing it, because you have to be aware of your surroundings and the people so that you know how to defend yourself if somebody says something that catches you off guard, because you're in this magical world. I think of in astrology, I think of Neptune. You have the rose-colored glasses on this week, dear Libra, and that's wonderful. You want to be in that state of enjoyment. It's law of attraction. Wonderful things may be coming to you or have come to you. Just don't let other people's insecurities or other people's issues get in your way. Don't let them take that away from you, and just be aware that someone may have issues. It's their own issues. So don't take it personally. These are other people's issues that they may be jealous. They may be envious. All of those words come. They may want what you have. And you just don't let them deter you from that feeling that things are working out for the best, because they are. So wonderful for you, dear Libra. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Scorpio. Let's see what we have for you, dear Scorpio. This card is coming up a lot today. Interesting. Okay, so Scorpio, for you, this is lovely because some of you Scorpios may be either getting engaged, married. I have to say that. Again, it's a general reading, but there's some celebration around family, but I feel like it's relationship focused. You may be coming together with a partner. You may also be taking the relationship to the next level. I'm feeling that as well. I think there's a conversation that's being had with you and your partner. Your love partner specifically, I'm feeling very much that this week for you. And there may be taking it to the next level. I feel that it's somebody you already know. So maybe you've been dating someone. I don't feel like it's a new love. I feel like it's someone you're already with. Now, it could be that you're planning something for your children, because children just came up for me just now too. So maybe it's your children who are getting married, or you're planning for it, or you're deciding, because it's all about conversation this week around family and around love. So that's how I'm interpreting this, dear Scorpio. But I have to tell you that it is how I'm hearing it. So take this into your own life and see what comes up for you with this around family and love. I also feel for you, dear Scorpio, if love is not where your focus is at this moment, it is around family and communication around family and feeling that connection with your family. If you have family, you will be communicating with them this week. You may be meeting with them this week. Somebody is going to say something. Maybe somebody who's an elder in your family may have words of wisdom for you this week, dear Scorpio. And it's going to really make you understand things on a different level. I feel like you'll be very connected to this family member and feeling their guidance and understanding what their intentions are for you, Scorpio, if that makes any sense. There is somebody, an elder I keep feeling, it's older than you, who is giving you these words of wisdom. But it's in a positive way. They're looking out for you. So if you're looking for advice, I would say that your family is the first place you should start, because there is someone who has your best interest at hand. So if you do have a question this week, I would suggest to go to an elder in your family for that advice. Okay, great week for you, dear Scorpio. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Let's see what we have going on for you, Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, for you, I'm feeling like there might be some doubting happening for you, dear Sagittarius, on where you're actually headed in life. Though I feel at the same time, I feel you have the support that you need. You don't see it though. That's what I'm feeling for this reading, is you may not see the support that you have. And I feel for those of you this relates to, that you need to look around your environment and really see it clearly. I think if you are going through anything, Sagittarius, in your life, you may not see the support because you're looking inward. You're trying to figure out your own issues, your own problems. You're in your head, in other words. You're just, you're dwelling about all these things, and you're just really self-focused right at this moment, thinking about what you have, what you don't have, more on what you don't have, and how that's making you feel. You're feeling discouraged possibly this week, Sagittarius. But I also see major support for you I feel people are holding the space for you. If you're going through something, Sagittarius, people are holding the space for you around you. Could be friends, family, and you need to look around your atmosphere and have a clear head of getting outside of your own little thoughts and world and seeing the messages, the people, hearing, feeling that people are there for you. It's almost like a shift in an attitude, I'm feeling, a shift in an attitude. And if you shift outside of yourself for a moment, even a day, just really decide, call someone up that, you enjoy spending time with, and take that day to let go of all your problems and let go of anything that you're feeling discouraged about, and enjoy the day. And you're gonna feel so much better at the end of that day, because whatever you decide to do, you're gonna just get out of your head and enjoy the day, and you will feel so much better, because I can tell by the end of that day you are gonna feel great. All right, dear Sagittarius. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to Capricorn, and let's see what we have going on for you, dear Capricorn. Ooh. For you, Capricorn, I'm feeling that there's this cycle that's finishing for you, and it may be leaving you feeling a little bit reminiscent of that chapter. I feel that you're remembering all of the good things that happened, but yet you're ready to move on, and you're ready to attack something that is coming into your life. And I feel like it's almost this, one door is closing and another one is opening, or a door is closing, a window is opening. There's that feeling, Capricorn, happening for you. And you still are reminiscent about that door behind you that's closing. And you're just peeking through that door before you close it tight. That's how I'm feeling it. It's like you're looking back through a slice in the door. It's like it's open just a slice, and you may be going through old pictures maybe of your life as it's been up until now, because to me it's a definitive close. It's whether you're moving, changing careers, ending a relationship, moving forward, there's something that is ending and something's beginning, and you don't know what the new beginning looks like, so all you have to hold on to is what you've done in the past. And so you're going over pictures and reminiscing and almost putting closure to this ending so that you can move forward in your new life. You may want to say your goodbyes. So if you are moving or something, you may want to, say goodbyes to people. People may be coming to you, because I feel like there's a lot of communication this week. So if you're starting a new job, maybe the people that you worked with, you're thinking about all of them, and they're reaching out to you, and you're all reminiscing about the fun times you had and the support you've given each other, because I feel like you are around a lot of people this week, putting closure to this ending. And the same if it's a relationship. If you are in a relationship that's ending, you're looking at your relationship, how it evolved over the years, and feeling that closure, that it is the right time and ready to start something new, even if that's unknown to you. So very profound week for you, Capricorn. I think you've gotten the most profound feeling I've had reading for this week. But it's great, though. I feel like it's great, and I can't wait to hear, if this applies to you, what your new beginning looks like. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Aquarius. Let's see what we have going on for you, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, for you, feel a lot of activity around ideas this week. You are trying to change something in a way something is done, a procedure, a policy. I feel that you're trying to make changes, but it's written changes, and that's why I'm feeling that maybe it's procedure or policy, because I see documents. And I'm thinking that it has to do with some sort of way that steps that are taken and they need to be written down. That's why I'm thinking procedure policy. Again, I'm just seeing signs of writing. So maybe you're writing a book or doing something. It has to do with communication and writing it down. You may be writing what you want to manifest, possibly. It could be like in a journal of trying to figure out, the steps you need to take in your life. That could be it as well, but there is something that you're trying to manifest by writing it down and communicating it. Now, it could be writing an article, a blog. There is something about communication, and I can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but I'm feeling just getting the communication out in the written word. So if it's an article, if you're a reporter and you're trying to, present something to the world in a way so that you can maybe make changes and trying to figure out how to do it. You could also be teaching a course of some sort, Aquarius. This could be a teaching moment for you, and you're providing outlines. You may be a teacher and you have to figure out the new process of working within your environment in your school or academia. But it's all about the future and how things are going to operate in the future and the changes that need to occur to make it a better future. So whatever, if you're involved with your community and writing, there's something that you're trying to establish. And, community came up for me, so maybe there's something around your community. Again, this could be your local community or a community online. Maybe there's something you're trying to establish, because I feel like you're very instrumental in making this change happen. So I would love to hear in the comments what that means, because I just see documents and writing, and I would love to know, just out of curiosity, what that is. The changes are great, and Aquarius, if you can be instrumental in those changes, I would love to know. All right, so now we're going to move on to the last sign of Pisces. We have going on for you, Pisces. Okay, Pisces, for you, this is a very interesting reading, because there's some creation that you are trying to manifest. You are trying to create something. And I've been feeling this, I think, all year. There's some big creation. I know you've had some ups and downs with it, but you need to come to a decision on which way it is that you're going to move or figure this out. I feel like there's a direction needed, and I feel like right now there's a stuck point for you in how you're going to move forward. The decision has to happen which way you're going to move. Are you going to make this creation go one way or another way? How is this going to apply to you? And I'm using creation very broadly here, because creation can be in any livelihood that there is a decision that you need to figure out what you're going to do. Maybe you have a bunch of ideas and you need to decide on what idea you're going to move forward with. They're all good ideas, I'm hearing. But I also have to say that you need to watch your back as well, because someone may want to take your idea. So just be careful on who you talk to about this idea if you're ready to make a decision. If you are taking this idea to somebody else, if you need funding for it or you need something from another person, maybe, as I said, funding, a loan, there's somebody that you need to, maybe they have some clout within an industry, and I just have to tell you to protect yourself with your idea. Protect your idea before you share this idea. That's all I have to say to you, is just protect that idea before you communicate it with someone else. So, because I feel like someone may want to steal that idea from you and you don't see it coming, and I think it's going to hurt you in the long run. And it's going to be one of those moments that you'll always remember that I should have. And I'm here to tell you that whether you're listening to this or not, all I can do is say the message I feel, and if it does apply to you, it applies to you. But there is a creation, an idea. Just be careful of who you're sharing this idea with. And I'm one all about being open with things. But in this particular case, there are a lot of good ideas that you have. You are very like right now you're in this creative spot in your life where ideas are just flowing and flowing and flowing. And you have some really, really good ideas. And I think you're getting lost in all the ideas. That's why it's time to make a decision on which idea to move forward with. And just pick it and go. But protect yourself with that idea, because I feel like they're all good ideas, but the one that you pick, just be careful that somebody doesn't take that idea and run with it and you don't have any course of action to say that's my idea. So I don't know if that's involved copywriting or whatever you have to do to protect that idea. Just make sure you pay attention to that, dear Pisces. But all great ideas. It's just up to you, I guess, which one that you want to choose. So have a great week. And remember, I do a daily tarot card draw. So I would love to get your opinion if I should continue that daily tarot card draw. It's really not a reading for anyone specific. It's just I'm pulling a card. Hopefully you can open your intuition and really to carry that card with you throughout the day to help you navigate in a world that has sometimes become very confusing and hard to navigate. So enjoy your week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.